This is going to be a short history lesson, very short. I want to thank, first of all, my children who bore the brunt of my absence for 20 years. Jenny and William, Lydia. And I want to thank, where's Ruth Collins? Here I am. Yeah. For 10 years. Ruth is my role model, my inspiration, and my very good friend. She's amazing. She's just completed a film in South Africa about the justices of the Constitutional Court. She's indefatigable, she's smart, and we were so lucky to have Ruth for the first 10 years because she knew so much more than we did. What can I say? I want to thank, we have a treasure trove of experts in this room, and I would like them to step forward. Rich Rosenberg, please come over here to the front. Rich Rosenberg batted our heads together in the USAID office too often, and then he's apologized recently, but Carmen and I knew what we were getting in for when we would get into his office. He had all the money, and he was teaching us about microfinance. There was a lot to teach us. He asked us questions. He kept insisting our clients were going to Banco Solo. And he was, Carmen called him Diablo. We were so lucky. We were so lucky that Rich was there in Bolivia when we were starting. We're lucky to be in Bolivia in the first place because it is the home of microfinance. And so Rich is a precious, precious friend. Marguerite Robinson, would you please step forward? Marguerite Robinson is an anthropologist, expert on and savings. She was one of the driving forces of DRI, which is an enormous bank in Indonesia. And we were fortunate to meet her early on. She kept saying, just graduate your clients to Banco Sol. You've got great training programs. You don't need to hang on to them. Graduate them. And Carmen and I would look at each other and say, oh, then how do we get it? She's a grant. Well, we didn't believe her. You can't always get a grant. You have to be self-sustainable. And then where's J.D. von Pischke? J.D., please come up, please come up. J.D. von Pischke is one of the very early pioneers of microfinance. He wrote a book called Finance at the Frontier, which is the Bible of microfinance. And J.D., believe it or not, came to Bolivia, and we were trying to figure out how to measure what we were doing, how to know what we were doing. We had clue financial indicators, and so he said, well, you should count the number of clients and the size of your loan portfolio, and then what about desertion? You should measure how many people are leaving. It was our first financial indicator report came out of JD. He invited me to Brookings. I don't know why. To shoot my mouth off in front of all these experts about what we were doing in Bolivia. He was just very open-minded, that's all I can say, ahead of his time, obviously. So that's the experts. Then I want to get to the board of directors. Our board has been, we've had many boards in 20 years.